that's a big old trout. Damn, that's a solid trout. Easy, girl. Easy, girl. Hang on, I'll flip the camera around so y'all can see it. Oh, yeah. Let me get a quick measurement. 22 inch. 22-inch trout out here by the pier. Solid big trout. Solid big trout. Don't let her go. Woo. Woo. She mad. I'll get my hands cleaned off. A little bit of flip y'all around. Sit there some more. That was a nice 22-inch trout. I was fishing one hand trying to get it in so I could get back on live. I came over here close to the Sylvan Pier. I'm just bouncing this Kelly Wiggler ball tail off the bottom. There's some deep shell out here. And she freaking hammered it. I caught one nice red out here. Off camera, I wasn't filming, but I pulled up and wanted to see if there was anything before I went live. I caught that red, made a couple more casts, got a couple bumps, and I was like, well, let me go live. And like I hooked up on that trout, like I cast it, getting the camera ready to go live, and boom, she hit it. And I was trying to hurry up. And finish setting it up to go live. Y'all seen it though. Y'all didn't see the hookup, but y'all seen it. I just cast it right in there to where there's a line of old pylons that run down this side of the pier. On the right hand side, if you're looking at it from the shore. And then there's the oyster that run along down side there. And I'm using this purple K Wiggler ball tail. Just letting it go all the way down, bouncing off the bottom with a 1/8-ounce jig head. She freaking nailed it. Welcome to the show, y'all. I just missed a big trout. Man, it was nice. Right at 22 inches. Big trout, too. There's usually a lot of trout in here, but here lately the water's been kind of funky. So we literally just pulled up over here. Caught a red like on my third cast, a slot red. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. The bite's not hard and heavy right now, but kind of slow going. Just bouncing at her off the bottom. What's up? What's up? Yeah, I just pulled up on this spot over here. I was working at Shore Acres, but now I'm right by Sylvan Beach Pier. There was some boats over here earlier, so I decided to just hit the shoreline for a little bit. Caught a couple of small reds and a big old sheep's head. Throwing that shrimp. But there's a big oyster bed. Big old oyster bed out here by the end of this pier. Usually do pretty good out here in the wintertime on bigger trout, as y'all can see from that trout that I just caught. And if y'all come out here and want to fish this area, the boat ramp is literally just a couple of 100 yards away. I mean, it wouldn't take y'all nothing to paddle a little kayak out here. Even fishing off the rocks is good. It's just there's a lot of people that fish off of them now. But before they open the park, usually under the lights up there on the sidewalk, we'll fish them lights and catch redfish before they open the park. But I just decided to anchor up out here towards the end of the pier. There's nobody out here but me. Appreciate y'all joining in. What's going on? What's up? What's up, everybody? I'm trying to keep up with the comments, but it's hard for me to see my phone. Appreciate y'all joining in. I just caught a real nice speck out here. 22-inch speck. I'm just slowly working this ball tail off the bottom. It's like plum with blue flake in it. Cave Wigglers ball tail. So we appreciate we appreciate all the comments and the hearts and the likes. We're trying to get this channel going, y'all. We got a lot to bring y'all. So tell your friends, your family members, if they like outdoor stuff, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do camping video. We're gonna do all kinds of stuff, man. This outdoor period. We love being in the outdoors. My son Jeffrey usually comes with me. Sometimes my wife, the better half, the financial advisor, she'll come with me. But we fish all over the place. Saltwater, freshwater, a ditch if we could get the kayak in it. If we could walk along it, a ditch, we'll fish in it. But like I said, the fishing is not really turned on right now. I'm waiting for that time. It should be coming through here because of that full moon. We do have some tide movement. Tide's coming in right now, so there's a little bit of tidal movement. I'm waiting on that major to pick up. But there's a lot of good fishing in the LaPorte Shore Acres area. Not a lot of people really fish it. A lot of people leave from out of here and go somewhere else, but oh, there's one. Another nice solid trout. Whew. That's another solid trout, y'all. Ooh, got off right in the net. This is a thick old trout. Oh. Come here. All right. Nice solid trout. What, 18? Thick. It's got some shoulders on him. Y'all hold on, I'm bleeding a little bit again out of my hand. I'm gonna put some of this Clorox cleanup on my cut. Thought I got it to seal shut, but I know the camera angle's kind of zoomed in. I know the camera angle's kind of funny, but I can't see the comments. Appreciate y'all joining in. Just had another solid trout. They're starting to pick up now. Just popping it slow off the bottom, right on top of this shell down there. Water is probably 16, 17 foot deep out here. But this shell out here holds trout year round. We've caught them summertime all the way through the dead of winter time. The old pylons too that are along this side of this pier, Sylvan Beach Pier, hold a lot of trout too. So if y'all get y'all's kayak or a little boat or whatever you got, you can fish the rocks here too. Since the pier is out of commission right now, they let you fish the rocks, but like I said, it gets kind of crowded, so you have to hit it early. And I'm probably from here to this fishing spot from my house, it takes me 2-3 minutes to get over here. I'm only a couple of blocks from it, so it takes me way longer to get my little kayak ready with the trolling motor and the battery, put everything in it, ready to go. Yeah, I'm just popping it real slow on the bottom, trying to get a reaction strike. I don't really think they're feeding right now. Usually the bigger fish will sit a little deeper than the smaller ones. Usually when they're turned on over here, it's almost every cast. Bye. Thanks for watching. Yeah, this isn't Texas. We're in Texas. We're in LaPorte, Texas. LaPorte, Texas. I'm waiting on that moon to get underfoot right now. When that moon gets underfoot, fish should turn on. I don't know what time it's supposed to be, but I haven't seen anything slicking over here yet either. that oyster bed, it runs out in front of this pier too, or out at the end of the pier. It runs out probably 75 yards or so from the pier out. So all around the end of this pier is good, and alongside of the pylons going towards the shoreline is good too. I just, when there's a lot of people fishing up there, they want to start throwing their rods real far. I just stay out here. I had them do that to me a couple months ago. I was chasing a school of trout. They were working along the side of the pier, and I got probably, I don't know, 150 yards from the pier, which is probably out of 99.999% of them's casting distance. So they were still trying to chunk out and hit me. What they don't know is if they just cast right by the rocks, their hookup percentage would be a lot more if they want to catch redfish and stuff. Redfish, black drum, sheep's head, flounder, they're all up there by the rocks. They're redfish and stuff are out here too. I've caught flounder all the way out here at the end of the pier over this shell. What's up? Welcome in. I know a lot of people are coming and going because of fishing. I mean, fishing's slow. I've caught some real nice fish, but I'm not hammering them. Caught some overslot trout. Caught some 18-inch trout. Slot reds, some underslot reds, big sheep's head. I was just gonna see if they were gonna turn on here in a minute. I'm not that far from the ramp. I went all the way to Shore Acres. I probably went about 5 miles down the shoreline in my kayak, and then back over here to the pier. We're just bumping the bottom, bumping the shell on the bottom, real slow. Waiting to see if I see any slicks pop up, and I'll adjust accordingly. This is pretty much out here. This is pretty much the only place that I'll get married to as just sitting here anyway, not moving around. Because I know there's fish down there. I'm just waiting for them to turn on. There's always fish down there. Or at this spot, there's always fish. You just have to wait for them to turn on. You might entice one into striking it. You work your cadence different. Sometimes I'll let it sit there and then I'll just rip it off the bottom real quick and then let it fall and they'll hit it. But I've noticed so far they haven't wanted much movement on the bait. That's why I'm using a ball tail. It doesn't have a lot of action. Just kind of darts in the water just a little bit. Swimming kind of slow. It kind of looks like a shrimp. Bye. Bye, Felicia. Bye. What's up? Welcome in. Fishing is kind of slow right now, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. Fishing is slow, but I have caught some nice fish. At least everything I've caught has been good. Just slow going. Just waiting for them to turn on. They should turn on here in a minute. Need a ship to go by. Usually when a ship goes by, it'll make the current move around and it'll turn the fish on, kind of like the tide shifting or something. A lot of times when a ship goes by, the fishing will turn on over here. I don't see one for a minute. Try to bring y'all live action, man, but sometimes fishing is fishing. I think the better bite's gonna be in the evening right now. I did put in a lot later than I normally do. Put in probably about 8:15, and then I took like an hour drive to, well, a little bit less than that, about an hour, about 45 minutes. I went to all the way to Houston Yacht Club from LaPorte, from the LaPorte boat ramp by Sylvan Beach, which the Houston Yacht Club is right in Shore Acres. Pretty good little haul in the kayak. Drifted back some shoreline. Caught some reds. Nothing to write home about. Just some underslot reds actually. They're probably 17, 18 inches. I just got them back real quick. I got them back in the water real quick. Not keeping nothing today. Trying to get some fishing in before this front comes and tears everything up over here. We're gonna be going to Aransas Pass in 2 weeks. We're gonna stay at Goose Island State Park. We'll bring out some video from there. Check it out. We're gonna stay there so we can charge batteries, trolling motor batteries. There's one. Damn, another nice one. See, it's slow, but the fish are nice. But it's taking some drag. It might be a red. They ain't come up. Oh, it's a nice speck. Get over here. Another nice speck. Calm down, I'm gonna let you go. Some heavy fish. They're gorging up. Another nice trout. Try to turn the camera around. Another nice trout. Measure it. 17. Thick too. Got some shoulders on. See you. Thank you for the fight. Alright, let's get back to the action. Which is kind of slow, but... Come on, dang. Yeah. Throwing the Kelly Wigglers like a plum with blue flake in it. I forget the color. I usually just take them out of the bag and I just throw them in my box. I got a box of unrigged plastics and a box of everything rigged, so I usually go something dark or something light, depends. The water's kind of off color a little bit and it keeps getting cloudy, so I'm throwing a darker colored bait. Not a paddle tail. I don't know. Sometimes if I'm on the fish and the fish are feeding, like even if I'm catching fish, I'll just change lures to see if they'll hit something else too. I have some beside me here. I got some options. I know they're not turned on big time over here because whenever they are, they'll hit anything. You can hook up a cigarette butt on a jig head and they'll probably hit it. It's good to see that there's a bigger trout in here. During the summertime, those are, oh man. We tore up so much plastic catching a little pencil trout, but it was one right after another, and then you'd catch a upper slot trout. And then 20 more pencil trout. You know, your 13 to 15 inch trout. The camera's changing, so stupid. Come on, thing. People don't want to look at me, they want to look at what's going on. I can't see the damn camera. We're trying to bring out decent pictures. Hopefully it ain't all windy in the microphone. But it's slow and low. Slow and low. You know what? I'm going to do something just for gets and shiggles. Just for gets and shiggles. I'm going to do something. If I got one over here. Hang on, y'all. Let me look at something. Nope, I ain't got one rigged up. I don't have one rigged up, but I'm gonna rig one up. Y'all bear with me a second. I'm gonna rig up a bone diamond. Bone diamond. Damn. Something totally different color. Still same weight, 8 ounce bone diamond on a different style jig head. I like the Northern Lures jig head, but I can't find them anywhere. I can't find them online. I found this pack at Fish and Tackle Unlimited. I bought I think it came in an 11 pack. And I should have stocked up whenever they had them, but I was like, it's Fish and Tackle Unlimited, they'll get some more. And they haven't had any in 6-7 months. And I can't find them online. They're not on Northern Lure website, that's for sure. So I've been there to look. Let's get a little different contrast going and see what happens. Welcome to the show. I mean, the fish is slow, but we've caught some big trout. Or a nice sized trout. Couple in the upper slots and a couple over slot. Some redfish. Big sheep's head. Let's throw in a ball tail. I tied on a paddle tail bone diamond. Let's see if I can wake them up a little bit. They've been known to hit topwater out here too. Oh wow, this jig head feels so light. Find a way to be able to mount the camera behind me, up above me, but then I can't see the comments. That's that way I can see fully what's going on. I got to get a bigger SD card for my my DJI. Not hitting this either. I think they're wanting a darker color bait right now. wind keeps picking up too. There's a ship leaving out of Bayport Terminal. It might suck a little bit of water out of here and turn the fish on. Because it's been known to do that. Ship go by and the fish just turn on. Man, boom, boom. There hasn't been a ship go by in a minute. I don't know what the tide's doing. It was coming in. I think it was supposed to be an all-day incoming tide. On a two-tide day. I think today's a two-tide day. Oh no, I didn't check it. Like a bonehead. Like a bonehead, I didn't check it. Come on, bonehead, why didn't you check the tide? See, when there's nobody comment on here, I'm forced to talk to myself. I would move, but because I've caught trout up and down this pier, but I don't want to go any closer to the shore over there. And that would be the only thing, is they're either sitting shallow or they're sitting deep over the shell. But I see more bait moving around out here than I do up there. So we'll stay with the original program. Just do some fan casting. Fan casting. See what happens. We do appreciate the people that'll hang out for a minute, comment. Just chilling. Sitting back, chilling. Oh. See, that was a hit, but I mean, it wasn't fully committed. Tap, just barely hit it a couple little times, and then that was it. When you're fishing for bigger trout, so like my biggest trout was like right at 7 pounds. Caught it off of the top of the flagship hotel in Galveston, uh, which is today known as Pleasure Pier. It was right after we had a tropical storm. I don't remember which one it was, but anyway, they had closed the fishing pier off on the bottom of it. So me and a buddy of mine were like fishing from the parking lot on the top. There was a good north wind blowing because that tropical storm had moved in and it made a north wind. And so we were able to chunk lures off the top, just chunk them out there. And we were just letting them sink. And anyway, I hooked up that trout on a punch with a whitetail tout tail. And my buddy like climbed past the fence and everything on the fishing pier part. They had it all blocked off. Well, he climbed around it and got down there and landed the fish for me anyway. I got a Polaroid picture of it somewhere, but I don't know where it's at. That was when the trout like that were pretty plentiful, but that's what got me really, really turned on to lure fishing. I mean, I've caught a lot of trout on free line and live shrimp from the flagship when you used to be able to fish on the pier from the bottom. But whenever I caught that big trout on that lure, that changed my mind, and I kind of quit using live bait after that. I was like, damn, I didn't have to stop and buy no bait. Like, I just tied this on and I caught that fish. I don't know, there's just something about working a lure to try to make something eat it that really, if you look at it, doesn't look like anything that's really out there. But to them, it looks like something, so they eat it. And I'm not just sitting there. Why? I can't just sit there. I got patience, but not patience just sitting there. Not doing anything. Dead sticking. The only time I'll do that is if I'm trying like for some crappie or something. I haven't really got on any crappie. I don't have any electronics to find them. Easily find them. What's up? Welcome to the show. Trying to get another big spec for y'all camera. Bring him on. We'll get his interview. Ask him what's going on, why they're not biting. Twos and fews, but they've all been nice. One over slot, a couple in the slot. Slot redfish, keeper sheep's head, some rat reds, just under slot, upper non-slot reds. Is that what you call them? Upper non-slot red. They say upper slot, over slot, so upper non-slot red. Fishing is super slow today. I don't own the copyrights to the music that if y'all hear in the background, that's from the park. I have no control over that. So if y'all hear music, that's not from me. Although it makes me want some chips and salsa though. You know what I mean? Maybe an ice cold Corona. I wish I knew where these trout were holding. I don't see no slicks, no nothing, no sign, no nothing. I see bait jumping though. I mean, I am catching fish. Just not like bam, bam, bam. But everything I've caught has been nice. Cotton. Everything I've caught. We're gonna try something else. I mean, I've caught fish on this, but looking for a little bit more action. Water isn't real cold, so they should. See if I can get after this a little bit. Chicken on a chain. Down south lure, chicken on a chain, burner shad. I don't like. I don't like the bigger down south lure paddle tail, because they helicopter real bad when you cast them and they get your line all twisted up. So I found that the burner shad, they don't do that. I don't use a swivel or nothing, so I just tie. Oh shit, spit it out. Damn it. Wiping my fingers off, and after the lure was falling, at the same time the lure was falling, I was wiping my fingers off, and I missed the hook set. It hit it, so it was running right toward me. Like I felt the thump, and then like I went to set the hook, and the line was slack. Try to get the slack out, spit it out. Pelican was diving on the water. Bang, bang. Bang, bang, boom, bang. Getting 20,000 notifications from TikTok. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not. I should go live from TikTok one time. But it's like every time I get live access, it's like on a Tuesday. So maybe next Tuesday, or in a couple of weeks, we'll be out at Aransas Pass. We're going to stay the night at Goose Island State Park, but we want to fish Lighthouse Lakes, throw in topwater for redfish back in there. We'll stay at Goose Island State Park, that way we can charge our trolling motor batteries. We like to cover water. I've covered 10 miles of shoreline today. I don't know what my battery's sitting on. Let's see. 82%. Got a 100 amp hour lithium battery. Chunky wine, chunky wine, chunky wine, chunky wine. Where it keeps picking up and dying down, picking up and dying down. I got one of the root beer colored voodoo shrimp. I don't normally throw the voodoo shrimp on this rod, but I don't really throw it over the shell enough. So I'm gonna tie it on a chunky. So root beer 3.5, voodoo shrimp with the rattle in it. Emma got with me. Sorry if I'm not answering comments. I can't see my phone screen at all. The glare of the water is shining right on it. I try to look at it here and there. There's not a lot of trout action. Although the ones that I've caught have been nice, no doubt. They said it was supposed to be a southwest wind, but this is not a southwest wind. This south-southeast wind. We're wrong again. That usually dictates where I fish in my kayak. Is wind direction. I mean, it's not bad. I can get around in it. It's not bad. Just need a fishing to turn on. I know there's fish out here. There's some deeper shell over there. I cast over there. See what happens. Trying to look around, see what's going on. Don't see any slicks popping. Well, y'all, we'll come back if anything changes. I know this is kind of boring. Y'all just stay tuned. If anything happens, we'll come back.